Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Will. We are back with some more Honkai Star Rail today. We are going to continue doing what we. Okay, hang on. Anyway, we're gonna be continuing doing what we're gonna be doing, like this side quest type thingy. I can't quite remember. Oh yeah. We were finally introduced to this white-haired.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter.
Ooh.
However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already.
I do not remember meeting Topaz.
Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
Oh shit, Topaz might be part of the next place we go.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Okay, so we might be jumping the gun here doing this quest before moving on. Row.
Is everything alright, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the eternal freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this problem on their own.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
It feels like I got it here, like in and or around my.
Yeah, after all, this guy here is a pretty good negotiator.
I am terrible. We are gonna owe so much money.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Okay, so we're definitely doing the kind of related thing. Speaking of events, there is another event going on which looks pretty cool. I want to go and do this. It looks like a fun mini game. Little light versions of our characters. Got a singular screen from that. childhood memories about a game. That is a long ass name for a game. It's that had multiple dashes in it. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, is it just gonna be just battle challenges? Ooh, dude, this menu system looks dope. Okay, it's a little complicated. Okay, so, okay, this is kind of basic. Got a bunch of trial characters. Menu system looks nice, but yeah, this just kind of seems like a basic do your fight with a little bit of like alternate stuff going on. Wait, what? Need to defeat 3.
An elusive foretelling. Ill fate descends.
Wait, I think he's a healer.
Relax. Another journey
Follow up.
begins. On the still waters of oblivion.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest. Say bye to breathing.
Okay, phase 2.
In the mood for another beating? Nice like a good brew, my friends.
Oh, dude, he's got the Wolverine claws. That's pretty dope. You do not get to see those kind of things that often. Okay, that was my bad. I did not realize.
Destined for oblivion.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Destiny is apparent. Ill fate descends.
Step up, let's see ya.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
Dude, that is so much damage.
May as well kill them all. Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Yeah, all of these guys have like so many effects and stuff going on with them. Like, holy shit. Look at all of those debuffs on main boy. in the center there. Like, holy shit. God, the triangle move is busted as hell. Alright, I'm wind. No one really seems to be... Well, I'm just kind of doing like a event quest thing, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, wait, what am I am... Oh, none of them are particularly...
Destined for oblivion.
Hey, what's your case? Oh, sweet, everyone's got all...
Slice like a good brew. Full bot, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
What do you want to know?
Stand still.
Step up, let's see ya.
Destiny is
Got
apparent.
him, bro.
Fate descends.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
Don't worry.
I'm an idiot, I
it's just
forgot
a
he was the
scrape.
healer.
On the still waters of oblivion.
We did not optimize our attack on that round.
Relax.
Step up, let's see ya.
Stand still.
I think we just need to focus on the main guy.
For oblivion.
Yeah,
Again.
Didn't hurt.
it does. Okay, at least we're being able to break through his shield pretty quickly. And he's got a shitload of debuffs on him.
In the mood for another beating?
Relax.
Bosses. Third wave boss. Okay, we were not able to really get there. We were doing a shitload of damage. Let's see what kind of rewards and whatnot we get from it. They're all basically the same. Well, since this is just kind of like... Hold on, let me check. Oh, dude, each one gives you like a different set of characters, and they're all people that we don't already have. Alright, you know what? We're gonna have a short... I was meaning to say this earlier. We're gonna have a short stream today. I did not get any sleep last night. I am running on 0. We're probably gonna have... And... Oh, let's just do this. We're just gonna... God damn it.
Yes.
What was that other quest we were doing? Do what else? One. know if this is a time. I don't think those quests that we were just doing are like,
Where to now?
you have to be in a specific area to do them. I think we could just access them through the menu. I can't remember if we kicked off an event. No, we didn't. Okay, okay. I was just making sure that there was no time limit on the thing that we were... Yeah, we'll just push forward with this. Because that event that we were just doing, that's only a few days, and I'm going to be playing this game for a while, so... I'll hold that off.
I just remembered.
For, like,
Topaz
tomorrow. We'll
gave
do,
me
like,
her
one a
number.
day or something.
We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach. Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Alright, our first real interaction. They're not really coming off as good guys so far, so...
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other. Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships.
Okay, art major, chill.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
You're so direct. I like that. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurylo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Branya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much.
Stop debating me.
Let's keep moving.
That on purpose?
So you're basically saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
No, it's not, asshole. You're choosing to be a difficult
Not
prick.
sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurylo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one? I suppose it probably is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on display here. That's such a shame. I absolutely adore little animals. Have you guys met Numby yet? I guess they're off playing somewhere.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurylo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
Actually, we did very minimal.
You sure? I really don't think she'll change her mind. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They don't teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school? Did someone send you a message?
God damn it. Oh.
The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld. Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. And now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Of course, we need to keep them barely alive, so, you know, our slave-level workers will keep working and making us money.
Again? I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Are they just gonna teleport us right?
It's getting
Yes.
late. Where to now?
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
I'll just kind of standing around. I don't know exactly what.
It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black.
That's what it is. Gonna strip mine the
These
planet.
uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders. Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me?
Alright, we already ran into some of
you
these
two.
guys.
Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way.
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right? What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
That's
Team
performance
leader?
bonuses. That's not even
You're
base
even
pay,
lower in the
asshole.
pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Alright, so at least we're fighting the dickhead that was trying to murk us in the snow.
Here!
Trifling.
You can't run!
There's no time to lose. Conflict is hideous.
Try that again!
My child, nap time.
Hit.
Oh wait, actually he has
Lamps
all.
ablaze.
Pop that off.
Forward.
God, he's a little damage here.
You can't run!
Down,
My turn!
down.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? Huh, what a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready. Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld. Let's get moving.
Okay, so it's gonna be a dungeon style thingy. Oh wait, actually, hold on. It looks like they're all ice, fire, and basic. So we'll probably pop up. You know what, let's put him in ice. Always roll.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming
Oh
here?
yeah, that's right. Shit.
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style.
Forgot that's what the IPC stands for. Whenever it's a peace and corporation in the same name, it's never good news.
Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code, or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it. I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
Yeah, we're...
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world.
Yeah, this is kind of sounding like the whole One Piece, One World government, get on the border, we're gonna fucking sink your ass kind of shit. So...
Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
Yeah, everyone on the planet is basically a work slave now that's owned by a corporation. Cool, that's a fun thing to add to your video.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a Fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look? Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying? Seriously? You actually speak Trotter?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Oh, looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything!
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way. How many can you block? Blade and slice!
Here! Try that again. Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
You can't run!
Time for swordplay!
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Strike with heart! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Lance at the ready.
Try that again!
Nap time.
I'm on.
How many can you...
Where the hell are the knights and everything
Looks
that
like
are like
Numpy's in
supposed
a
to
good
defend the
mood.
people?
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Bladed flight! Told you I could fight. Phew! Try that again.
Lands at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
A one-time enemy. Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
You can't run.
Next time.
Time for sword. My turn.
Not a scratch.
Try that again.
I'm on.
How many can you
Second
block?
round. All right.
Blade and flight. Here. Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. You can't run.
That'll take nap time.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Time for sword play. Tough luck running into me.
All right, we can auto through the rest of this phase.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You can't run.
Strike with heart. Swords descend.
I could have sworn Swarag was in the opposite direction of the mine.
Look, that big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
Will of preservation.
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here. You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply...
Following orders, yeah, Nazi. We've all heard that line a million times from every asshole.
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon!
Help me improve! Blade and flight!
Here!
I'm okay.
Try that again. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
God, I hate whenever they use that line. I'm only following orders. It's like, get a better fucking line. It's bullshit in the real world, and it's bullshit when you're using it in your fantasy game.
How many can you block? Strike with heart!
I'm on guard.
You can't run. Try that again.
Time for swordplay!
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Here!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I can breathe easy
Gotta
again.
try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
A one-time enemy. Blade and flight!
Damn it. Oh, he had to be the very next one to go. I was hoping we'd be able to pop off his ult before it was his turn.
Tough luck running into me. Phew!
Naughty child.
I'm on guard. Hit!
Impressive. Try that again. You can't run.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
How many can you block?
Here!
Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Strike with heart!
Try that again. Gotta try hard some. Watch
I think
this
we might have
awesome
actually
move.
knocked him. Yes, I think we got a shield. Sweet, so we have a full round of attacks.
Time for swordplay! Blade and flight!
I'm on guard.
So little damage. This chunker. Big chungus here. Just so chippy.
How many can you block? Strike with heart!
Phew!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Go away.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Time for swordplay! Blade and flight!
Body, alright.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Phantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it! I'm all out of ammo!
Sir, we've just received word from the director!
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period.
Yeah, no.
Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
What the fuck is their year-end bonuses? For Christ's sake.
60%? We're done for!
This to be the only thing any of these assholes care about.
Attention all personnel! Evacuate the mine immediately! Erase all traces of your presence!
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message. I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Seela?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Seela. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
I'm assuming it's gonna be some kind of thing where it's like they're gonna mine out the robots and become just a production planet, basically.
These guys don't look pleased to see us.
Finally, there he is.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further, Miss Topaz.
Bellabog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once. They're moving quickly. Bellabog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry. Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Bronya, if you'll permit me to call you that. I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurylo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
Oh my god, I fucking hate this so much. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't... she was trying to spin it in a good way, but it's not. It's like, hey, we have the technology to save you, but we won't. Unless you swear absolute loyalty to us, as well as for all people from your planet from now on. It's like, fuck you and fuck that. Are you kidding me? It's not just a level of, like, restricted freedom. It's literally signing your life over to a corporation that can do whatever it wants to you whenever it wants. It's absolute enslavement at all times. It's fucking ridiculous to do that. And it's to a company that's like, oh yeah, we can help you, but we won't. So you can go fuck yourselves and die if you don't, you know, pledge yourself loyalty to it. You should not do this. because you will be fucking over the future. It will be hard to be able to return your planet to what it was, but you'll do it on your own instead of being subservient to a corporation that could just choose to destroy your planet at any moment. It's none of these. It wasn't even telling the truth. It didn't even make the company sound good.
But it struck me as an honest letter. I found the contents quite moving. It's hard to imagine she'd write something like this just to deceive me.
Protect your people. Sell them all to the company. Like, am I the only one hearing this? Am I fucking insane? Like, is there any other way? Like, I do not see the positive in what she just said. Well, they saved us. We just had to, you know, become their life slaves, as well as everyone else on our planet. Yeah, your planet was particularly shitty, to be fair. But once again, they had the power to change it, and they chose not to, and instead hold it over your heads and force your compliance. Else they would have just happily let you die.
In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision.
Don't do it.
This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands.
Oh yeah, by the way, there was a veiled threat in there too. What if the Stellaron problem happens again? Oh, what, you're not able to handle it? Oh, too bad. If only you had a big corporation to protect you.
This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Don't give it to them. They will fuck this up, and they will tell you to join them because they're self-preservential assholes who only care about themselves. There's no way to get out of this. Like, we're just gonna have to fucking sign the thing. There's no way to talk her out of it. He's gonna give up and sign it.
That has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Am I insane? Like, for real? Am I the only one hearing this bullshit? It's like veiled threat after veiled threat, but it's not even really that veiled. Of a shitty corporation that's blackmailing you into signing your lives away. And trying to tell you it's a good thing. When it is not. Oh, well, you won't die right now.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract.
Those guys are
As for
chicken
the
shit.
locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
I already know what their thoughts are gonna be. We want these guys out of here. And yeah, we'd like our planet returned to normal. And also to be safe. So they're willing to sign away their lives, even though they won't fully understand those consequences until maybe generations later, where the company could be all like, cool, you're now in the army now, and we're going to fight a war.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, We need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right?
They're gonna take the deal. The Underworlders have been shit on for their entire lives. They want a better life, and this will definitely give it to them. The Overworld will probably want their planet returned to normal, so they'll be like, yeah, we'll take it. Oh, it's frustrating. It's not... This game is supposed to give us choice, and so far it seems like they're not really giving us choice.
Don't get your clothes wet.
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious. Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
Which, yeah, by the way, like, apart from Topaz, the rest of the soldiers were acting like complete fucking assholes and were solely motivated on whether or not they're getting their end of the year bonus. So it's like, that's the shit you're going to have to deal with permanently if you choose to sign.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion. Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions. Huh. Okay. Any particular reason? I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside.
Oh, what? At least it will subside and not like, if she found out that the climate is permanently stuck this way because the planet got fucked over so bad, that's one thing. But knowing that it would change within 3 generations, but just wanting it to change now is just being a selfish asshole about it.
And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I don't know, maybe. You're kind of taking the option out of their hands, permanently. Like, okay. Is it any fun for the engineers or architects? No. But guess what? As soon as you sign that over, it's not going to be up to them or you what they fucking do or work on. It will be up to the corporation.
I see. So compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Just say large corporations with zero oversight usually don't go good. Ever. Swear to God, come on, you're like a cool, like, hip rocker person. Please be anti-establishment, for the love of God.
Oh, wow, look who we have here! You and Marge paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
Invasion, mostly.
Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in.
He's gonna go along with it too. Like, there's no way out of it. We're gonna have to sign because everyone's gonna be on board for it.
What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
And, like, we haven't even seen the terms of conditions of the original contract. It said we'd have to pay it back within the 200-year period. But it's like, come on, there's no subsection of, like, the entire generation of people that were supposed to pay it back are already long dead and gone. And you already written it off as a lost planet, so why can't you just keep it that way?
against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
It's okay. I've thought it through.
It'll be the betterment for
If it
the
were
future.
up to me, I'd sign the
Of course,
contract.
everyone would. God damn it.
Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them.
No, you can't. I know this is kind of a thing that's used for, like, everyone, but, like, not all Germans were on board with the whole Nazi thing, and they were all like, oh, if it goes too far, we could stop them. No, you kinda couldn't. The bad part of the country kind of won, and then kind of fucked over all of Europe. That's why appeasement doesn't fucking work. Especially when it's appeasement to a large corporation that's willing to just fuck over your planet on a whim. Completely unnecessarily. You are putting your life as well as the life of everyone on that planet in those hands.
You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
There's no guarantee that you will actually be able to do that. And you don't know what that price would be that you are paying, because they could have stipulations in the contract saying whatever the fuck they wanted. Like 6 weeks from now, they could be like, cool, you're all moving to another planet where you're gonna work in slave mines. Good luck.
I see. I suppose that makes sense.
You all are way the fuck too trusting of a mysterious corporation that's actively trying to get, like, you guys fucked over.
Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
What the hell? Guys, y'all, like... oh my God. They're just making this an inevitable thing. Which is so fucking stupid. Like, a big part of this game is supposed to be choice matters. Apparently not, because we're taking away everyone's choice and everyone seems to be perfectly okay with it.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and
Jibs.
Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them. Do you need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course.
Thank you.
There is no room for compromise.
There is room for compromise. Like, we can figure out a payment plan of some sort. It's not literal, like, that's the thing. There is room for compromise. It's not paying off your debt and then going to war against them, or signing a contract and becoming completely subservient. There are so many different ways. And I know that Topaz... oh my god, I can't say her name. Topaz said that, oh, we're way past that point. It's like, that wasn't up to us, and you guys already thought we were dead without checking. So why is your negligence on us in the first place? It shouldn't be. I want my space lawyer, damn it. Like, you could figure out a payment plan.
Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract?
Exactly, thank you. Did not think I would be All right, yeah.
Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dun. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
I'm surprised it's only the soldiers that's gotten this problem and it wasn't a fucking rock star.
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think from what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract.
Okay, well then, maybe the underworld will be the opposite because they already have lived a life of an oppression, so they'd be like, yeah, fuck that. Or once again, it's like, oh, well, they can change the world around so they can move to the surface, so that will be an absolute yes for everyone.
We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
I can't believe we haven't brought up the knight and went to save him. He's getting mobbed by those fools.
It's getting late. Where to now?
What brings you two to the underworld? Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya, I wouldn't sign it.
Thank you! Listen to the doctor.
I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither.
Exactly.
Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument.
My girl! Best girl. Healer.
Another vote for the against
That's why
pile.
she's on my team.
Thanks for your insight, Nat.
Thank you. I was feeling like I was taking some crazy pills here with everyone agreeing. Oh, hey, you're like the head of a fucking resistance group. There's no way in hell you're on board with this, right?
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me. But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi. Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere?
Yeah, like everybody already knows them as a bunch of assholes in black armor. It's like...
Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience.
He's old.
What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me. If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear.
It's gonna be a 50-50 split.
Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, now is that something we can manage on our own?
Yes, it is.
What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
It wouldn't be a tarnished reputation. What the fuck is wrong with all you people? Signing your lives away just so you can get something like a few decades early. Like, yes, it sucks that you'll never see it in your lifetime, but your children wouldn't be born into slavery. Jesus.
I think so too, but could you imagine having to hear names? Like the traitorous ruler for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I would, because there are a bunch of dipshits that didn't know any better.
Thank you
They're
for
called
your thoughts,
Twitter
Mr.
trolls.
Oleg. Another vote for the 4
A
pile.
bunch of 12-year-olds that are taking a break from Fortnite and Minecraft dancing. God damn it. Okay, it's gonna be a 50-50 split. Oh, please let it be a 50-50 split, and then we get to make the deciding thing. Because there's no way in hell we're going to be doing it. And in fact, where was the place that we were just at? The, Space China. We can, like, talk to them and be like, yo, this planet kind of needs your help. They're really cool.
Miss March, Big Brother, what brings you to the underworld?
So creepy that they have her call that.
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion. True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
At like one time.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something?
Wow. We were literally talking directly in front of her of how we needed to talk to her and ask her something. And then she comes with that response of like, maybe Don Hung was kind of, you know, wrong about that. Not the sharpest tool in the shed this week.
That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams.
Like, at the bare minimum, that's the point. She's talking about making the... Like, it should be everyone's decision. And that's right, it should be everyone's decision. But once you sign that paper, all the future people of this planet will no longer be able to make that decision for themselves. If you can make it for each individual person to sign, then that's okay. They can have that choice. But when you force that decision for all future generations, you're kind of screwing over the planet even more so than the people that signed it like 500 years ago or whatever it was.
Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true?
Bingo, small child.
Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
Yes, go with that feeling. Now run, Clara.
You're right.
Run all the way home.
Children see the world as a place where anything is possible.
To be fair, we live in like a giant expanding space world with literal space magic, so anything kind of is possible.
Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
And to be fair, predestined in the term of a cosmic sense, not that bad. Predestined in the terms of, oh, some jagoff in a corporate suit is responsible for it. That's anti-corporation, if you couldn't tell.
All that running around has worn me
Or at
out.
least, you know, dystopian future mega corporation, which, you know, we're kind of getting there already. Yeah, if not already there for
the
someplace.
final conclusion is... the votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments.
Wait a minute, to get to Clara, we'd have to go through the zone where that knight was attacked. And we didn't even talk to him.
Oh, right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get
Yeah,
going.
we have to talk to Sela, but I literally think they completely forgot about the knight guy. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but, like, they should remember him. Man. Played an important role during the story when we were here. Kind of. He's gonna be totally against it.
Back so soon? Any news?
Although I thought quite a few people would be against it that weren't, but whatever.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy. Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
Come on, we need space lawyers here, buddy.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
Because here's the problem. It's a giant space corporation with zero oversight, so there's like... who's the space cops here? Because it's basically sign contract or we can just destroy you. There's like not like... I don't know, I can't remember if there was any kind of like space force that's supposed to be like an army / police or something. Where they could be like, yo, fuck off. Because at this point it's literally not looking well for you guys.
In that case, I abstain.
Oh, god damn it, don't.
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
You're not making it for her.
Understood, Zila.
You're just helping
This
inform.
is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
That's the chicken shit answer.
Well, it's
Come
all
on.
in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call. Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like her in charge. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Supposed to be a U after the Q. Kind of bullshit. Okay, this is driving me crazy. Where is it? Oh, it's databank. Characters, it was driving me crazy. What the hell is the guy's name? Hard? Yeah, how the hell have we not come across this guy? Come on, guys, like, use your heads. You know that dude's a major player around here. He's like the head of the Knights. We have yet to run into him.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh yeah, let's check on our pulls. Yeah, though. It has been a second since we pulled a 5, but I would be surprised if we did. I don't think we've hit the mercy rule yet. Yeah. Oh, hey-oh. Got her. I think that's a duplicate, yeah. She was the only one we got. Alright. And I haven't really done anything with the one that we did get. Yeah, we have her, but I haven't really, like, set her up or anything.
Stay focused. Push forward.
Bird! Alright, I didn't think I'd get this far into this. I honestly thought I would have ended stream already. But god damn it, this has got me fired up. Please, for the love of God, do not fuck this planet over. You need to figure out a third option, preferably. Instead of this bullshit.
The fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. What? Jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
Most chicken shit of them all.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
Did you come to a conclusion with the ministers? Oh, it's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
Okay, come on, like, the knight has to bust in at some point to be like, yo, Topaz took control of the robots and turned them on us. That should, like, count for something.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision.
Oh shit, yeah, by the, like...
This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Okay, plus, the Svarog. I hope he somehow figured out a way to actually nullify the code thing that, Topaz is using. Because she has not used that on him yet. So I hope he actually knows how to nullify it, and he's waiting for them to find the robot army, and he could enact it to be nullified, therefore giving the planet the entire, like, strength of that robot army. You could actually stand up against the corporation. Because if the corporation's willing to, like, relieve the debt for that army, that means that army must be really strong and good. Especially if it doesn't adhere to their control. That would make it even more dangerous. Let's hope Svarog is gonna be our boy and really come in clutch on this. Oh, he's gonna bust into the doors. Come on. I don't know which buttons. No.
Wait.
Oh, hey,
I have
yes.
something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
Our space lawyer.
But aren't you?
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
Oh, thank God. She's gonna find a loophole.
I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
The ICP is lacking in
I
military
happen to
might.
have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Exactly. Thank you.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field. I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. This information is of great help.
Yeah, and this also brings up the other thing of, like, there has to be some sort of spatial government, because there's no reason in why they would need to sign a contract if there's no greater body that would, like, force them to adhere to it. There's no point in the contract in the first place if there's not another thing.
This contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Okay, so thank you. Good God. I can't believe it took, like, the whole percentages things about the success rate on the planet being, like, terraformed properly back into what it was. Like, I'm surprised that was the line, and it wasn't the whole, like, signing your lives over to a corporation, they could literally have you do, like, whatever the whims of the corporation would. It wasn't that. It was the, oh, it was just over 50% that it would actual terraform work. That was the part that got the swing. Like, are you kidding me? But whatever, I'm happy.
Shepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Alright. And we are gonna end it here for today, guys. That was actually a lot more than I thought it was gonna be. And yeah, I got way more invested in that than I thought. But again, it's like, we have not actually technically met Topaz yet in the main story. So I don't know where this is supposed to come in at, and I don't know how the hell we actually got this queued up in the first place. Just kind of fell into it. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be so awkward if we, like, meet her for the quote-unquote first time on the next planet, because we're already gonna know what she's all about. But it's like, we've already kind of seen her around in terms of, like, cards and whatnot. But yeah, I can't remember actually meeting her yet, so I'm pretty sure that's still ahead in the main story, I think. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, guys. The end of day 1322 of streaming in a row. Like I've been saying, we're going to be doing a bunch of Honkai Star Rail, so tomorrow we're going to be continuing to pick right up where we left off, and it seems like we're probably going to be heading into probably a boss fight. And we'll see how this goes. But yeah, so next couple of days is going to be Honkai Star Rail. Thursday will be Genshin. Friday, Honkai Star Rail. Then the weekend we'll be back into some Gotham Knights. We are going to be finishing up the Robin story this weekend and getting started with the Red Hood story. And yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. Like always, links down below for my Twitter, as well as links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived. And good lord, it's this was a day. Hopefully tomorrow it will have a pretty interesting ending. It will be interesting to see whether or not it's going to be some sort of war that breaks out here, or if we're going to be finding more of a middle ground situation. I'm assuming it's going to be middle ground, since I don't think this is counted as a main storyline. I don't know if they would do something that would drastically change the landscape between two places so drastically if it wasn't a main story. So, yeah, we will see tomorrow.